Hey, what's going on? This is Deciding to 188. So earlier today I was working out and I was thinking about something while I was working out, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to talk about that tonight in the video. And it's talking about turning your pain into pleasure, right? So turning something that, in the moment doesn't feel good into something that does feel good. And I know that might sound weird, but it was really what got me through today's workout. Was yesterday I did a workout that I've never done before, and it was kind of like a challenge to myself to start preparing for something more. And so with doing it, it really broke me off in regards to the amount of pain that I was in throughout it. And mentally, like I discussed, your mind is going to quit on you before your body does. And mentally, I wanted to quit. However, I pushed through and I completed it. But that has nothing to do with that. It really has to do with today, what my mind decided while I was doing this workout, based off of not only the pain that I was going through, but the pain that I kind of brought with me from yesterday. So the exercises that I was doing yesterday, if I would have known that the workout was going to be like this today, I probably would have adjusted. I probably wouldn't have done it. However, I didn't know. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, I do this specific exercise like series. And however, it changes all the time. It changes all the time. It's a group workout, and you don't know necessarily what it is. It's a high intensity type of workout. But the one that I did yesterday, it really was focused on my arms, and it was focused on pull-ups and squats and push-ups. And then today's exercise went into pull-ups and a bunch of squats, some air squats, some squats with weights on it, just all kinds of different stuff. So as I was doing one of the exercises, I was mentally like, this feels good. And I thought to myself, well, how am I turning this pain into this feels good, right? My body is reacting in a way where I know that it hurts, and I'm struggling to get through this, and I'm pushing through it. But mentally, I was like, this feels good. This really feels good. And I like how my body feels right now, even though it's some type of pain that is going through. And I think that it's difficult, but when a lot of people that work out all the time, and I'm not one that works out all the time, but a lot of people that work out all the time, that's how they do that. That's how they continue on, right? They love the next rep. They love the next exercise. They love, right? It's mental in regards to how they make that shift from the pain that they're going through to what it is that they want to do overall. And I thought it was great for me personally. Obviously, I've done it previously, but really I never thought about it while I was doing the workout. I always usually just talk to myself, which sounds weird, but I talk to myself and I try to push myself through it. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But today, I literally was like, wow, this feels freaking amazing. This feels awesome. And as I did it, one rep after another rep after another rep, and finished it before some individuals beat me on it, but it was kind of that whole push to try to strive for as many sets as possible, as many reps as possible. But I was able to do it, and I really pushed through at the very mid end of it by just telling myself that it felt amazing, and it did feel amazing. So you got to figure out what works for you, what turns that pleasure or that pain into a pleasure, right? Because if everything felt good, we do it all the time. So when we figure that out and we make that shift, that mental mind shift of what turns that pain into that pleasure, like we're gonna get a lot further than we could on anything that we discuss, whether it's working out or if it's some type of school work, or if it's work in general, where it's like, man, this is a headache, this is a pain, right? What you turn into some type of pleasure, you're going to get further than you would is if it just stayed a pain all the time, right? And then if it's a pain in the butt, then you just don't want to do it. So think about that overall, and think about how you can turn your pains into pleasure to make you more successful. So until my next video, appreciate you watching Deciding to 188.